Alright, a little update on the 18. Let's see. I installed the Power Beyond. Chris Losi also did a video about this. He was saying he doesn't like these compression fittings, flareless fittings or whatever. But that's what I've got on my 17 and it worked pretty good. And I'll give this a shot. If it doesn't work, I'll just replace this and do a T like what he did. And also on the 18 and 1955s, there is a hydraulic oil temperature switch. And so I had to move mine back here. This is where they are for like the whites, late Olivers and the whites. So I had drilled and tapped that and got that installed. And yeah, so now what I am going to do, and I filled that back up since my little spill, just a little one, little accident that I had. I swear that never happens. So now, I've had on my videos a lot of discussion about oil pressure. This teensy tiny little oil pressure tube going up to this mechanical gauge up here just takes forever to show oil pressure. And I know it gets oil pressure. You can hear it in the turbo when I start it up. Like this was, I don't remember how cold it was. It was 20 something, 18 or something like that. And see, you can listen to this. So you see, I mean, you can hear that it's getting fed oil pressure somewhere, and if it makes it all the way up to the turbo, you know that the bearings are getting fed. So what I'm going to do is I've got this oil pressure switch. It's a used one, but it worked before on the truck that I took it out of. I don't know what the pressure is on it, probably only 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 pounds or something like that. But there is an extra port right here I can hook into. There might be another one up here, but I wouldn't be able to get to it. And in case anyone's wondering, this is an oil feed line up to the turbo. That's a little check valve right there, so that the turbo gets oil a little bit faster. So I could put something right there too, but I'm going to put it clear back here. This would be one of the last places to get oil after it leaves the filter and the oil cooler. So I figure this with a light should tell me pretty quick if I've got oil, if I've actually got oil pressure, even if the gauge doesn't show it. So I'm gonna screw that out, screw this in. I'll be right back. Oh, better turn that off before I get the thing and the thing. Well, a little change of plan. Couldn't get this to screw in here, but I did get it screwed in there, obviously. So now I'm gonna wire up a little light. Hey, don't make fun of my test light, alright? It works. Alright. And I accidentally let the batteries run down because I left the key on, because there's no light that turns on if the engine's not running or it's not charging. Oh, that's super annoying. On my 1755, it's got an SI style alternator. So you could wire up a light on it, but on that 1800 that I had, I put a light on it. I put an SI alternator on it, and I wired up a light. Super easy. If you ever want to wire up an alternator, get an incandescent light, just an indicator, and if you want, I'll show you a wiring diagram where you can wire that thing up. 2 wires go into it, and it excites, immediately as soon as you turn the key on, versus the single wire alternators. And the light will turn on if it quits charging. Anyways, enough about that. I'm gonna get a light hooked up. Hopefully the batteries are charged enough and see if I can start this beast up. See, told you it worked. Alright, put this beast on boost. It's, I don't know, 20, 25, 28 degrees or something like that right now, so see if I can't blow a circuit breaker here. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the fuel on. There goes the light. There goes the turbo. See if I'm leaking. Alright, so I see these closed center systems. This guy right here has 2,700 pounds pressure on it all the time. The only time it doesn't is when something is using some of it. Alright, no leak down there. Cool deal, man. Successful. Yeah, I got a little exhaust leak there, but I think I can live with it. Still got some leaks down here, I know, but that's stuff that I can fix anytime with loader on or whatever. Oh yeah, I better turn my battery charger off, boost. My 1755 has more oil pressure. It runs about 50 pounds even when it's warm. Seems like there's a way to adjust that, but I'm probably not going to worry about it much. And yes, obviously the injection pump isn't quite right. It shouldn't hunt like that. I got all my leaks, seem to be fixed up. All right. 30 pounds all the time. Maybe it's the gauge, heck, I don't know. Well, thanks for watching.